Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. Welcome to Extra Crispy. For today's video, we are going to be reacting to, is Luka Doncic the best 20-year-old in NBA history? My guess is probably yes. Like, the way he's been playing, I don't think a 20-year-old basketball player has ever played to this level. Like, you've had some great ones out there, but to this level. Like, I literally think, man, if he keeps on playing this way, you are at least have him in the MVP conversation, and he could potentially be the youngest MVP in NBA history. But yeah, video about Wilson C right here. We're going to see what he has to say about it. I'm sure he's going to drop us the facts, the proof, all that good stuff, man. Before we get going, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, so we get that 100K out there, bro, and let's see what we can do.
How's it going, guys? My name's Wilson. Luka Doncic has been absolutely incredible so far.
It's been a lot of fun to watch.
Than most people expected. Already one of the best players in the NBA and looked at as a legit MVP candidate. Many all-time greats in the past at age 20 weren't even in the NBA yet. So let's take a look at Luka's incredible.
Yeah, a lot of the people used to play a lot longer in college.
Some of the best 20
well, he didn't play in college,
in NBA
but yeah.
history.
Taking the whole basketball world by storm, the Slovenian native fell in love with the game at an early age.
Is that Luka?
Sooooooo Doncic was a good player himself.
Salsa's John
Doncic
Doncic
until his mid-30s, and his godfather Rashon Nesterovic played 13 years in the NBA.
Luka's related to Rashon Nesterovic, man. I remember this dude. I remember he was on the Spurs, who were number 8. Was in the NBA. I swear I remember him, man. I remember the name, okay?
Luka started playing organized ball when he was 7, always competed against the older kids, playing in the 10-year-old division, performing tricks that had coaches
young GOAT right there, man.
A born killer on the court, was even moved to the 12-year-old select team division. And before
he looked like a Timothy, though.
Teenager, Luka was towering over everybody, standing at 6'2". At 13 years old, he turned pro, signed with Real Madrid.
Oh my God.
Spain, a huge transition, was practicing with former NBA player Sergio Rodriguez. With all his accomplishments at an early age,
at the age of 13,
European NBA stars in the Gasol brothers, went at it with future teammate Kristaps Porzingis, was fearless, and was also teammates with former NBA player Anthony Randolph, who couldn't believe how great the 17-year-old phenom was.
Yeah, Anthony Randolph turned out to be garbage.
Doncic became the youngest player to win EuroLeague MVP.
Randolph was supposed to be a GOAT.
The best player,
not a GOAT, but a good player.
Basketball league in the world. Lived up to all the hype, selected third overall by the Atlanta Hawks. Dallas traded for him in exchange for Trae Young and a future first that turned out to be Cam Reddish. The Suns and Kings are already regretting passing up on a once-in-a-generational type talent. Doncic easily went on to win Rookie of the Year, putting up over 21 points, almost 8 rebounds, 6 assists as a 19-year-old.
I don't know if it was easily did. Like, Trae Young after the All-Star break gave him a little run for his money. I'm going to say that.
Having better numbers than LeBron's rookie season. Less than 3 weeks into his second season, many guys have their sophomore slumps, but Doncic continues to get better and now recognized as an NBA superstar, averaging nearly 28 a game, 11 rebounds, over 9 assists. His
bro, he better than James Harden now, my God.
It's absolutely historic and absurd, by far having the most triple-doubles.
He's Luka James Harden, man.
Before turning 21, now getting all the national media attention he deserves, having 4 triple-doubles his first 8 games of the season, doing it easily on a nightly basis. All of a sudden, Dallas is viewed as a potential playoff team this season, while Doncic is also in
they need more better role players, though.
If the Mavs continue to win games and perhaps even win 50, the team is not very deep at all outside of Doncic and Porzingis.
Exactly.
20-year-old phenom can possibly become the youngest MVP all time. Derrick Rose won it at age 22. No 20-year-olds in the history of the NBA was looked at as a legit MVP candidate. Having similar tools to James Harden's step back, combined with the patience and poise.
Yeah, because at that age, you see how great the player is. And they're just like, oh yeah, in 5 or 6 years, when they're like the vets of the NBA or whatever, like yeah, they can definitely win MVP. But the way he's playing, man, he's right up there, the top dogs. Like, he really is. It's crazy.
Offensively, as Kawhi Leonard,
absolutely crazy.
Always relaxed and in control of his pace, and adding LeBron James-like vision, having
that's
all
what
the
impresses me.
World,
his vision,
defenders, combined with the
and his coolness.
Flops, there's only a limited amount of NBA players who can make the passes Luka can, with the awareness and perfect timing, and already
he's never
having
under pressure.
Chemistry with Dwight Powell and Maxine Kleber. His lob dishing might go down as the best in NBA history. Also one of the best pick and roll players in the game.
Rip Hamilton and Tayshaun Prince.
He drains the jumper,
best oops ever.
Centers, and a master at the floater from mid-range. Once the defense is trailing, Doncic will find the open man even with an inch of room. Will officially turn 21 in February and destined to
he's so much the real deal, man. I just see that. I just see the way he's scanning the court. He looks like LeBron out there. He really does, man.
Become the 4th youngest player to receive some MVP votes, where rookie LeBron and rookie Melo earned some ballots, 2nd year LeBron and rookie Isaiah Thomas of the Pistons. As of now, Doncic is regarded as a top 10 player in the NBA. Yes, right now, he's clearly better than Russell Westbrook without question, and arguably
wait. Hey, let's go through this list. Just as good as Jokic, Embiid, Damian, Kyrie, and Paul George. Man, like, the way he's playing, but can he sustain it is the real question, right? That's some good names on that list right there.
Damian Lillard, he's not in
Except
the conversation
Jokic,
with the best of the best yet,
bitch
like the
ass weight, bro.
LeBrons, the Kawhis, the Hardens, and the Giannis's of the world, but certainly in the discussion with the Jokic's, the Embiids, and the Paul Georges of the world. Right now, Luka is between the 8 to 12 best player in the league.
Yo, I'm going to shrink myself down a little bit. There we go.
At the start of his 3rd season. Some of the other best 20-year-olds all time had some of the best careers in LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Durant,
that's a good list to be on. Damn, man.
All-time greats.
Oh my God.
Jabbar, Larry Bird, Tim Duncan, Will Chamberlain, and Bill Russell were still.
Who are some bad players that play good at 20? I'm not saying Luka's going to be that. I'm just curious. Now I'm just curious. Devil's advocate, right? Things what the saying is.
In college at age 20. Let's take a look at Kevin Durant at 20 years old, who averaged 25.3 points, 6.5 rebounds,
gotta get that playmaking up,
assists on 47%
gotta pass that ball,
and 340
Durant.
plus point games on the season, but wasn't a game changer like Luka yet. His team was one of the worst in the league, having rookie Russell Westbrook, a young Jeff Green, and Nick Collison.
What about Rashard?
As a future superstar, became the youngest scoring champ at 21 years old a year later. But Durant
that was Ray Allen, man. Did he ever play with him?
In the tough Western Conference, and also not quite a top 10 player in the league yet. Kobe Bryant at age 20, who was an all-star in his 3rd full season, averaged almost 20 points a game, 5.3 rebounds, almost 4 assists, 1.4
decent numbers
in 50 games on 46.5% shooting. The 99
nothing wow, no wowing there though.
Was on his way to superstardom.
No wow factors there.
Team, the guards who made it above him were Jay Kidd, Allen Iverson, Tim Hardaway, and Gary Payton, who were more established and older at the time. Bryant was talked as the next MJ, having superstar potential, but wasn't quite a true superstar.
Wait, they put freaking Tim Hardaway in the All-Star game over Kobe? Must have been the boringest All-Star game of all time, man.
Yeah, wasn't in any MVP conversation.
Like, who wants to watch Tim Hardaway over Kobe?
The Lakers, Shaquille O'Neal was the best player in the game at the time, and the Lakers' clear-cut first option. Bryant only scored over 30 points twice in those 50 regular season games.
Different time though.
In the playoffs,
less shots being taken.
The following season,
maybe not by Kobe, but you know.
Years old, did he become one of the best players in the world, making all defensive first team. Shaquille O'Neal at age 20, his rookie season in 92-93, as one of the most hyped prospects all time.
The true Superman right there, man.
Dominance. 20-year-old Shaq was like Zion, but 7'1", was already a superstar in the game, averaged 23.4 points, nearly 14 rebounds, 3.5 blocks in 38 minutes. Before his 21st birthday, Shaq played 50.
My dude said Shaq was Zion. Zion's Shaq, if anything,
and
right?
Was unquestionably rookie of the year by a mile. Made all rookie first team, even finished 7th in the MVP race, was also a top 10 player in the league behind Jordan, Olajuwon, Barkley, Malone, and already in the discussion with Robinson and Ewing. And Shaq should have made an All-NBA team, but the rest was plumbers, right? Nets made their team over him. O'Neal was clearly the better player without question. Led his Magic team to 41 wins, a 20-game improvement from the season before. Just missed the playoffs.
Dude, I love watching Shaq play. Could watch highlights all day.
Ironically, rookie Shaq averaged the most rebounds and blocks of any season of his career. Had one of the best rookie seasons all time. Was also the first rookie since Michael Jordan to become an all-star starter. A brief taste of how dominant he would be. Magic Johnson, the greatest point guard in the history of the game, was easily the first overall pick in the '79 draft after winning a national title of Michigan State. The Magic Man was also an all-star, making all-rookie first team, recorded 7 total.
Maybe you see a little Magic in Luka, man. Maybe just a little bit.
Triple doubles. His impact was already felt, with the Lakers winning 47 games the season before him to losing
maybe a little bit
to winning 60 games and being a legit contender. Jabbar was still the best player in the game, won his 6th regular season MVP, averaged 25, 11, 4.5 assists. Magic put up 18 points, almost 8 rebounds, 7.3 assists, 2.4 steals on 53% shooting.
Look at that pass,
man. An absolute show every night, but didn't make first or second team All-NBA since there was no dirt.
It's like a young Ben Simmons out there.
was clearly a top 10 player as well his rookie season. Jabbar, Bird, Dr. J, George Gervin, and Moses Malone were the only guys who were better than Magic at the time. Johnson was sensational in the postseason as well, averaged a near triple-double, 18.3 points, 10.5 rebounds, 9.4 assists in 16 games, saved his best for last, becoming the youngest player ever winning Finals MVP, put up 42.
Damn, look at that pass, bro.
In Game 6, starting at 7.
I think I'm watching like damn like LeBron out there or something.
6, Johnson's rookie regular season high was 31 points. Flash forward 40 years later, 20-year-old Luka has a very similar game to rookie Magic, a better scorer and shooter than Magic ever was, both even in rebounds, and Magic the better facilitator.
Even?
But if 20-year-old
Bro, we're gonna say leadership even? You could probably say Magic might be the greatest, like, leading point guard of all time. Like, I feel like leadership, I feel like that's a bold statement. That's I don't know, I feel like that's a bold statement.
Luka had a Kareem caliber superstar on his team, replacing Magic for the 80 Lakers. Luka too would have won the title. I give the slight edge to 20-year-old Luka over 20-year-old Magic. Let's take a look at 20-year-old LeBron James, who averaged over 27, 7,
LeBron
and 7, 2.2 steals on 47% shooting, averaging a ridiculous 42.4 minutes in 80 games, and after turning 20 on December 30th of 04, James averaged 28.8 points, over 7 rebounds, 7 assists, a little better numbers for the rest of the season.
Look at those
James
numbers,
had 4
man, my
total
God.
triple-doubles his second year, was also named an All-Star starter and Player of the Month for November 2004 and January 2005, making All-NBA second team, finished 6th for MVP voting. A huge improvement compared to his rookie season, similar to what Luka's doing
I'll take
right
LeBron
now.
over
Cleveland
Luka.
had a 12-game improvement from LeBron's rookie year and a 7-game improvement, going from 35 wins to 42 wins his second season. Having All-Star centers Zydrunas Ilgauskas and a bunch of average role players, his
Big
team
Z
started off on fire, on the verge for a postseason berth at 21-11 overall, but fell apart, finished 11-19 to end the season, lost the tiebreaker to the Nets for the 8th spot. The team fired head coach Paul Silas in March with 18 games left in the season. James's most memorable moment as a 20-year-old came on March 20th of 2005,
game winner,
the youngest player to drop 50 plus, 56 points against Toronto, played all 48 minutes until Devin Booker broke that record. LeBron was also easily a top 10 player at the time.
Bro, why does everybody be torching the Toronto Raptors?
James
LeBron, Kobe,
Duncan, Shaq, Garnett, Nowitzki, Iverson, and arguably McGrady and Nash. The first 27 games of James's third full season before turning 21, put up 30.4 points, 6.2 rebounds, 5.6 assists, and 41.4 minutes played, and continued to get better. LeBron established himself as a top 5 player in the game towards the final few months before his 21st birthday. Of all the best 20-year-olds in the NBA I mentioned, Kobe and KD were clearly not as good as Magic, Shaq, LeBron, and Luka. I put 20-year-old KD ahead of 20-year-old Kobe, who was more consistent as a scorer at that age.
Yeah, Kobe took a little bit, just a little bit of time, just a little bit.
Game.
Magic at 4?
20 last February, Doncic put up
Wait, didn't he win a championship?
Points, almost 10 rebounds, 7 assists on a bad Mavs team over the final 15 games of the season. Doncic still has 50 regular season games to go before his 21st birthday on February 28, 2021.
I mean, if Magic led his team to a championship, then unless Luka does that, then I would have to say Magic's the best 20-year-old NBA history.
It's a very close comparison with 20-year-old LeBron. Both put up excellent all-around
numbers. Unless we just look at strictly at stats.
Close to 30 points a game, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists, and put Dallas in the playoff picture before March, I would give the slight edge to Luka over LeBron. But if Doncic goes through a slump, I go with LeBron. James is way more athletic at getting to the basket, but Doncic is a better shooter. If I had to choose who I would want to close the game out in the last 5 minutes, I'm taking 20-year-old Luka over 20-year-old LeBron.
Okay.
Shaquille O'Neal was the best 20-year-old, in my opinion, was already the league's most dominant and imposing player, would often take it coast to coast in transition at times, was
sounds like Wilson here is taking Luka number 1.
With just 10% body fat. While getting drafted, he single-handedly improved the Magic's
10% body fat. Come on,
from 21 wins to 41
That's a cap,
wins.
man.
The most physically dominating player.
That's Captain Cap right there.
The way how he dunked and posterized other 7-footers.
He at least 11%.
Was flat out scary and filthy. Maybe if Shaq did have Kobe's work ethic, he could have been the top 2 or 3 player all
What's Zion's
for
body
the next
fat?
49 games. If Luka averages around 30, 10, and 10, becomes the youngest player to win MVP in 2020, I will officially declare Doncic as the best 20-year-old ever over Shaq. Realistically, I predict he will finish between 6 and 10 in the MVP race. Since he also has another proven star in Porzingis on his team, I believe Dallas can sneak into the playoffs, win in the mid-40s. Currently, I say Luka's the second best 20-year-old ever, giving him the slight edge over over LeBron James. But for the next 4 months,
I still got to give it to Magic, though, for winning the championship, right?
Doncic can prove me wrong and be number 1.
Who do you guys think is...
Okay. So the only issue I have with the list right here is that we know the full-on accomplishments of all these guys except Luka. So he does say so far. Okay, I will give him that. So it's just hard for me to put him on the list of all times until we see his entire season. So it's not fair to the rest of the guys on this list that we're comparing their full season accomplishments to a guy that's played 12 games so far. Luka's been fantastic, man. Don't get me wrong. But I'd rather have this discussion after the season, I think. You know what I'm saying? Like, does he have potential to be the greatest 20-year-old of time? I'll say definitely that, man. But yeah, regardless, it was a good video. Very good video. Very well thought out. Luka's amazing. He's going to be around for a very long time. He's due for a few championships, if you ask me. It's a matter of, when it's going to happen. If it's going to happen on Dallas or somewhere else, not really sure. But yeah, man, Luka, he's the real deal. I think we knew that last year too, though.